As in previous seasons, Virtus.pro have returned to the International as major champion winners of the regular season, although it hasn't been the best of regular season for them. It's not the domination that they saw in 2018, but rather a calm approach. PSG LGD to the arena, and the chants have already begun. If Virtus.pro had a pretty average season, PSG LGD had a terrible regular season comparison. No majors to their name, didn't look all good all the way through, have struggled in plenty of those tournaments as well, but they've come here with one purpose: avenge the defeats they suffered 12 months ago in the grand final to OG Esports, and do it on home soil and become first-time champions.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is it. The first series we're going to be showing here on the main stage of Ti9 live from Shanghai. I'm ODPixel here at Fog. As Brian said, it really was sort of a one-up of each other with this draft.
It was.
But I really feel like the biggest one-up of them all was that morph. There was no hesitation there from VP.
Yeah.
They saw that gyro. They were picking that morph straight away.
Especially when you have the rest of the setups, right? Just like the May. That's the one we're looking at. The Sven is getting no pressure on him whatsoever.
Oh, bit of a lift back onto Solo, dragging him into the creep wave. FY. He'll set up for first blood. Solo's
That's the skill of Gush, but he has the skill point in Gush, but no mana just yet. And Roger is making the move over.
And he's got that arcane range, so it's likely that he's going to get the chance to get a couple of fishes out. So we'll see the opening. In they go, collapsing in onto Chalice. TP over will be coming through from the Ogre. They're blocking Chalice off. FY's there with the new cut to Ramsey, but Ramsey starts to shift, turns towards FY, has to wait for him out over towards the trees and out of there. Chalice still alive. PSG LGD will be able to keep Chalice safe with the support rotation. They're still trying to poke. In fact, Chalice, he's come back up. The curse is on him. Chalice will still end up going down. LVP turning their attention over towards X-Nova. They're going to try and chase for another. The flame ball from FY will come out.
There's just too many creeps. They clipped the wave onto the tower too, so they just continue diving forward.
Yeah, those stacked up creeps working against PSG LGD there in that sense. And in fact, VP, they're still poking and they're still fighting. PSG LGD is trying to come back in for the rune contest, but VP's already picked it up. Be able to grab that one in the top one. Meanwhile, down bottom, Arme does continue.
TP is at the ready. Roger's already prepared for this. He's actually smoking himself alone to try to catch something here, and he breaks this.
He sees the entire movement, sees the two supports in the river as the smoke breaks, and no one is going to be very, very safe and sound. They cannot get that surprise movement onto him.
Pasha dropping low from the cleave. Be careful not to step up too far. A couple more hits and a stun, and he probably can go down here. Pasha.
Oh.
He actually stepped up.
Oh, no. Pasha.
Position in the jungle. Solo is spotted on his warding expedition. He's looking in some trouble.
He's got a lot of backup coming in as well, Arme. They should be able to slow this one down. Missiles out. Fisher block from Roger.
Very nicely done.
Will actually shut the play down. They won't be able to chase.
And this is them all bringing the attention away from Ramses. He's able to just get all these free last hits top now, landing alone versus chest item. Probably the Lincolns into the Aghanims in this game, as the panel was mentioning. Such a good Ags game, as he has that Earthshaker on his team. But the Lincolns, very good versus those instant disables, in particular the Rubik.
Roger. Again, he's coming with the wraparound onto mid, looking for FY. FY has got the heal stolen.
But the poison and the Arcane Curse, he's ticking away. Goodbye.
They got him. A lot of damage over time, as you say. Those two spells. A bit of a nightmare. But for FY, at least the Ogre won't care too much. He's a little tankier, but anytime FY gets caught out by those two.
They're trying to take advantage here of the slight time that they expect the Brew ult to be down, but Brew ult's going to be back up in about 5 seconds. Pasha does have a TP. He's setting up immediately. Defense of the mid tower.
And again, Roger. He keeps blocking LGD off. They keep coming over to VP's half of the map, and they can't get back to their own. X-Nova's trapped. Roger himself, can he get away though with the telekinesis from FY, dragging him back into the missile combo. Stuns out Roger, he's still alive. LGD cannot get the trade kill as Arme tries to move forward, but all the damage over time is a pretty sizable heal bomb until Limpin Ramsey's looking for Arme. Arme's dead. Double Ramsey challenge. It's a 5-man ravage, but is there the follow-up? Sticks a pop. VP, they're back up to full. They'll collapse immediately onto Somnus. They'll get themselves another chalice. Will be able to escape. But VP, they are outplaying and coordinating these team fights to perfection.
Such beautiful rotation. I mean, Roger is just coming in so clutch for his team. That wraparound, again, he even gets put in the front lines, and he survives during all that. They don't have the damage because of how underfarmed the gyro is. Look at maybe.
2 tower push. TP does come in from Xnova. With their push of the Necro, but VP doing a lot of damage to this tier 2. LGD will start to get close to the tier 2 top. Maybe think about looking for a trade, but it's not going to be easy. Bottom lane, Pasha trying for the wraparound. Xnova's already out of there, but the tower goes down for the 16-minute mark. VP continuing to keep the pressure up.
Xnova.
They want to try and dive this. They're going to. Ramses goes straight forward up to the high ground. Xnova's dead. Killing spree for Ramses. TPs will start to now come through from PSG LGD, but VP are able to easily back off, get themselves out of there so early on. It doesn't matter if Ramses is committing, getting low on the HP, because there will be that burst heal and time for him to shift back. He can play so aggressive, and he's catching them off a little bit. Now down bottom.
They don't have enough.
The split's going to be out. They're going to look towards Arme. They're going to surround him. Another heal bomb for no one, bringing Arme down low. Pop the war cry.
They left him.
He's been abandoned. They've abandoned him. They know that there's no hope for Arme. As VP making moves there with just the 2 of them.
Got the blink on Chalice.
They do.
Are they going to be able to find anything?
But at the same time, there's also the potential of the global silence. They'll find Solo, so there won't be a global. Or maybe there will. He's actually still alive because of the fact that Roger's able to throw himself in. Global's out. Roger keeping Solo safe. The heals are there. Chalice will now pop the Ravage on Ramses, who will get the ball kill. It's a big one for LGD, but can they find any more? They'll start to move across to no one with a gush. Another curse thrown out by Solo onto both Xnova and Chalice. They're trying to chase for more here, LGD.
They know there's no Bruce split. That's the one thing. They're playing around that long cooldown timing. Trying to
pressure on. Looks like he may be a little too deep for them to continue to dive.
Ramses, he actually clicked the shrine, but he didn't click his attribute shift. So he just gets caught by the stun and dies. If he gets the shift off, he might be all right just there.
Chalice taking quite a beat down here from VP.
He's got the constant dispels going.
Roger! He finds Roger! Roger was trying to sit at the backlines in the river, looking for a potential to get him with the Blink Echo, but Arme finds him.
And how quickly the tides have turned.
Oh yeah, with Ramses falling like that, and Arme and Somnus get the majority of LGD.
Yeah. Now they can go into this Roche split, they have their Bruce split, they know that LGD does not have their Tidehunter Ravage or that God Strength actually.
How long? Yeah, still a bit of time to God Strength.
Yeah.
Can they still try and push VP out of the pit?
Still sitting around the area.
If they could time it right and get him with the stuns.
There's 15 seconds without God Strength, but they have BKB on the spot.
Poking Chalice, he'll jump in to get the vision, stun out to Ramses. Now the primal split comes out from VP, and now it becomes a lot harder for LGD to get close to the pit, as Pasha will be able to hold the team away and get that space for Roshan to fall and Aegis to be claimed by Ramses.
They might look for a fight anyway, though, on LGD, because they know that there's no split available. Chalice is committing forward. They're going to have Ravage, they're going to have God Strength and BKB on the Sven. They want somebody here.
They are committing far. You have to be a little wary of Roger having the Echo Slam available, but Somnus is ready to go in underneath the tower. Stuns out from Arme, there's the God Strength, the shallow grave, keeping Roger alive. They'll try and get relevant. Ravage! It's a 5-man Ravage! Jumps in! Echo Slam's out, but he does nothing at all. The BKB's out from Arme. He'll turn over towards no one. The stun control from Xnova isn't enough. No one finally heals these. They've got the damage. LGD, they get both. As Chalice sees the perfect opportunity. He's not even done yet. Jumps in for another anchor smash. Keeps the pressure on VP as they're pushed back away from the tier 2 tower. And despite getting the Roche, getting the Aegis, they lose the following fight and they'll lose more map control.
It's the little things, right? Chalice just blinking into the pit there initially, giving vision, causing Pasha to kind of be like, oh my god, I actually need to split for this situation. Allows them then afterwards, they know they have the way advantageous team fight versus VP when they don't have split available. It's LGD. They want these bounties.
VP want to try and force this fight here. They know the LGD's got the numbers, but they do have that Aegis on Ramses. There's the lead in. Xnova gets the stun. Arme just got Roger's dead. Pasha will get the ult out in time. We'll send Arme up into the air. Chalice is able to get in and claim the bounty route.
You have to back away though, Pasha. That's a fully defensive split. He can't stay there. That's the other thing too, is the Brewmaster. We're talking about, like, sometimes, yeah, we haven't seen it in a while. Versus Gyro and Sven, sure, you can dispel some stuff, but your Brewlings die very quickly to the combo of the Flak plus that cleave coming out from Sven. Still grouped up though, VP now. Ame shows his face.
He is out on his own. He's gonna go into the trees. We'll go for the TP. Roger.
He's just gonna get stunned up.
He is trapped in there, but VP a little scared. They're aware that there could definitely be quick reactions. PSG LGD are starting to come over, but Arme was still relatively alone. VP just didn't know. They didn't want to make the mistakes they made earlier and try and force a fight straight up. Now they'll go back with the smoke.
They didn't have any information.
They've drawn the attention. A Solo, he'll head up to the high ground, blink over from Chalice, catches the vision of Solo. Solo, it's going to be focused first. Fisher comes out from Roger. Trying to keep Solo safe. They've got to make sure that both Solo and Roger get the chance to
Here's that axe.
Get their ults out. They'll commit toward Chalice. Chalice has the Ravage, ready to pop. He's holding on to it for now. Ramses into the Shaker he goes, chases down X-Nova. They're pushing PSG LGD back up to the high ground, but it's still hard for VP to find the jump that they hope for. As PSG LGD, they know exactly what's waiting for them on the low ground.
Yeah, and the Axe Morphling, you know, it's strong because Ramses is really high level, but you also want your Earthshaker to be high level.
And you know that LGD's playing as a unit now.
Roger. He's getting stalked to by Ame. We'll be able to back off. So 30 seconds, we're going to have these bounty runes coming out. LGD, they've got creeps hitting the base. They're actually forcing a reaction to the base right now, so they're going to look to make an aggressive play. They're like, all right, Silencer just went top. We can definitely look for a fight right now. With a full butterfly finished up on Somnus. They're jumping forward.
They managed to break the link because they're in with the silence. The global does come out. He did manage to shift before the silence came in. So Ramses has got enough HP to be able to waveform back out of there. Pasha is going to start to fight back with the primal split. Surrounding X-Nova, Somnus with the flak. Will start to kill off the Brewlings very, very quickly. Pasha's got to be careful. Grabbing from Chalice onto the backlines. They've found Roger. Amazing with the damage. Roger's dead as well as Ramses. There'll be a buyback from Solo. Sorry, Ramses is Roger. It was Ramses and the Shaky for me, and now they get Roger. They've got both of them. It's a triple buyback from VPs. They'll try and turn.
Oh my god.
But I mean, I got baited. I saw a Shaker die. I was like, Roger's there. I was like, no, hang on. That's Ramses.
He's getting caught off.
Ramses at the start of the fight.
That Orchid, it's really catching him off guard there.
It looked like Ramses was safe for sure. He built up all the HP, but he ends up back in the middle of the fight as the Shaker, and he dies straight away.
They're really starting to run away with this one here on PSG LGD. They buy back on X-Nova. They're like, let's just bring the fight to them. They don't have anything available. Roger, sure, he's got Echo Slam,
This is a risky player from VP. It's not a quick Roche. They're trying. They've used 3 buybacks for this attempt.
Chalice is in immediately.
I don't know if VP can get away with this.
Doesn't look like it. They're jumping forward.
Ramses is trying to fight, but he instantly gets stunned. Allies on top.
The Echo. He
whips the Echo. He did not get the blink off as VP. They've got to back off.
Oh my, he had it up too. I hadn't clicked on it. It was not canceled. He just didn't get it off there.
Ramses going in again. He has to be careful though when he's the Shaker. We saw him get tripped up in that mid lane. And now PSG LGD are holding on to a mighty 12k gold lead.
Sure, no one. He's 4-1 and 4, but it's a dazzle now at this point. It starts to become very hard.
Just finding 3 kills across the map. Solo trying to push out that top lane.
Uh-oh.
I mean, Solo must have known that that was going to end in death. I guess at least trying to use his life to make sure that the lanes are pushed out. It's more kills for LGD. It's only 11 to 10, but just the fact that...
Always seems to know where he is in the fights and catching him at the start. It's VP. They will look to set up for bounties. Pasha, though, he's very far up and alone.
He's out of the game immediately, walking to his death.
They want more. But they won't find.
Just have that BKB Ramses, so a little harder for them to catch out.
They're not really splitting up much versus this Morphling. So when I have seen, oh, X-Nova though, they're jumping forward for him.
Gonna try for the quick kill with the waveform, and they have to try to hit him more. Is he in trouble? Roger's gonna buy him some safety as he jumps in with the Echo. Global popped as well as VP will try and chase for another. They're blocked off Chalice with the Fisher. He's very tanky. Tanky enough that they won't be able to commit and stick on him. Chalice is able to walk away. It's a buyback from Pasha. And again, it's just the Ogre dying. They cannot find any of the big kills.
And that was an Echo Slam committed too. And they only get that Ogre. Now a full Aghanim's finished up on the Gyrocopter as well. Ramses. Considering going for something here. There's still the BKBs available though. He's just in.
All the big heroes are here for PSG LGD. VP have to hold back. There's no way that it's in their best interest to try and find a fight, and they will back away.
So some of the times when I have seen these Ags Morphlings with the Earthshakers, what ends up happening is one team starts splitting up, and that's where the Morphling really starts picking himself up. Because you get the one-by-one kills constantly, you get these massive amounts of experience. But PSG, LGD, look at this, they're all just grouped up. They know how strong they are. They still have their Aegis available too. They're trying not to give VP any little type of breathing room at all.
They're playing phenomenally as a team here.
Oh, is he trapped? Oh, he's gonna be able to move out of that? No. Kind of stuck. He'll get out of it. Chalice.
Oh, Arme.
He's in position.
Chalice again! He's in with a Ravage. They've got the center. The Grave does come out in time to find some safety for Ramses. He's back into the ball. Will jump away. BKB blocked by no one. BKB from Arme also about to wear off. So despite Chalice getting a big jump, this time VP won't have any casualties. They'll get everyone back to safety.
VP starting to trickle their way out forward here. What can they find?
Ramses. He's going to try and look for the opening. They get the ball shot to two, but he's in on the back. Two-man spot. In with the goal straight. Silence is dead. They'll be able to save Pasha for a little bit with that shallow grave, but he's silenced, surrounded by Somnus. Pasha's dead. No one taken out. And Sentry's in position, so they'll kill him off through the Glimmer Gate as no one bites back. And Arme finds him hiding in the trees. Roger, as this is just getting very, very nasty for VP. Every single fight, every single play. I mean, poor old X-Nova, he's taking one for the team this game.
Oh, for sure. Oh, look at this, too. A bit of a, quick easy kill there from a bit of an unorthodox build. Another Basher being built up on a gyrocopter after the Aghanims. So some more control for that Morphling.
I mean,
they're probably feeling themselves.
They're feeling it now, PSG, LGD, they know. 40 minutes in, 27k advantage, 25's coming out as well. Can VP swing this game around? They're running a lineup that has that brew off lane, this dazzle finishing blow to VP in this game one.
They have a Hex on the Rubik as well, like I was mentioning, so those instant disables, we're gonna have to watch Ramses if he's gonna be able to get that BKB off before he gets caught. Pasha as well as Roger, both playing on the left side there. Ame already pops the God Strength, ready to go.
And he's jumping in. Solo's dead. Ravage is out. It's going to catch up to Pasha, who's held at the back. Silence to make sure that Pasha cannot get in. Roger, he's trying to poke from the backsides with the Fisher, but LGD just pushing in, taking the range rack's fortification. It's only going to last so long as they'll wait it out. LGD finish off the entirety of the mid lane of Rax. Ramses is going to look for the jump forward. He's trying for X-Nova. Poor old X-Nova. But this time
they gave him the cheese.
They gave him the cheese. They gave him the cheese. X-Nova will be able to stay alive with the boys this time. He's not dying today.
That was one of the...
As this lead just continues to go. And I feel that we've seen VP in this situation quite a few times in the group stage. And game two hasn't gone a lot better after game one's been this rough. A lot of the games in the group stage where VP did lose, it was very one-sided, very stumpy in this game. For the 20 minutes onwards, it has been. Chalice is in. Ravage catches onto Solo and Ramses. Ramses, he's trying to play his way up back into the Shaker. Will be able to get the three-man Fisher and jump away. They're kiting up LGD for now. X-Nova steps forward, throws out a Fire Blast, retrieves the pop. They're back onto their structures. Another tower taken. This push isn't going anywhere. LGD making themselves feel at home inside the base. There's the second Ravage onto Ramses. Burst down. X-Nova. He's going to get the kill. A beautiful comeback story from the Ogre this game. From dying every team fight to taking out their carry. As the racks are down.
That's got to be
GG well play. It's a win for LGD. It's a win for Ogre Magi. As VP, can they come back in game two? I don't know if they can. This has been less than ideal for them to open up on the main stage, but for PSG LGD in front of the home crowd, this couldn't have gone any better.
No, it seemed like these first 18 minutes or so, VP running away with it perfectly. They have this initiation coming from Pasha every single time. They're always taking the fights on their own accord. Everything's going well, you know, those first 10 kills, then LGD, they get the Blink Dagger on Chalice, and the whole game explodes and turns around. They fully claim the whole map control. They take several fights in a row that are extremely dominant in their favor, and VP, they hit a brick wall. All they can kill is an Ogre.
All they could kill. Poor old X-Nova. The X-Nova Magi coming into play though at the end with that cheese and killing Ramses. You know, he's gonna feel very happy after that as PSG LGD take game one, leading this series.
You decide if you're ever gonna live. Yeah.